From the Global Newsroom in Toronto, here are Leslie Roberts and Anne-Marie Meadowake.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We begin tonight with health concerns about compact fluorescent light bulbs. Those are the newer bulbs that are promoted as energy efficient.
Scientists are now looking at what is being emitted from the light bulbs, and experts are wondering if it can lead to skin cancer. Health reporter Alison Vuchnik has the story in a Global News exclusive.
We're told every bulb we switch will help save energy and the planet. But could the new compact fluorescent light bulbs be damaging our skin? Ask Charlene Creelman about her hands.
My right hand was very swollen and very red and with weeping pustules. And in the left hand on the palm side is all scar tissue, and it was more like an opened wound.
She says this basket of bulbs was the problem. When they were turned on, she suffered.
For the past 3 winters, I experienced a very aggressive skin rash on my hands.
And when she removed them,
my hands started healing immediately.
The issue is ultraviolet radiation, similar to what the sun gives off. Health Canada told Global News that CFLs are not provided with a prismatic diffuser that filters ultraviolet radiation out. Therefore, there may be skin sensitivity issues, especially in people with certain skin diseases.
So, how much UV radiation is coming off the bulbs? We don't know. Health Canada is testing the bulbs, but despite many months and numerous requests for an interview, they were unable to make anyone available to speak with us.
So, in order to get answers, we went to London, England. We spoke to the Health Protection Agency there. They tested the CFLs.
About 1 in 5 had unusual levels of ultraviolet light coming out of them.
This doesn't have a filter on it.
In the UK, there are now advocacy groups working on behalf of worried consumers. Their concern? Cancer.
We already know that it's causing things like blistering and skin sensitivity. But time will tell as to whether or not the UV light is causing skin cancer.
And this is what concerns British health officials. Being close to a bulb for long periods can lead to skin problems. They recommend if you're near a bulb, make sure you stay at least 1 foot away and don't be there for more than an hour. Another precaution, choose a bulb like this, where there's a barrier between the curly bulb and you.
These don't emit UV because of this secondary coating. There's no chance.
I see a lot of people with photosensitivity.
So back in Canada, we asked this chief of dermatology, what should we do?
Good for you that you're saving energy, but I would also say don't sit right beside them until we know more.
For Charlene,
I'm only one person with a personal experience, but I now know there are hundreds of us out there.
As for the manufacturers, the British Health Authority tells us the companies also tested the bulbs in Europe and found similar results. Now, manufacturers in Canada are concerned and are investigating, but they've not broken any regulations because the bulbs have never been tested.
Very surprising information, Alison. Those are the Canadian tests, but what about an overall universal standard anywhere else in the world?
Well, the British Health Authority would like to see a UV standard for the bulbs that can be put into place across Europe, and that those bulbs would all be tested against that standard. As for Canada, we'll have to wait and see what Health Canada's test results are. And tomorrow I'll have more on other health effects concerning the bulbs.
We'll look forward to it, Alison. Thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Well, they may be environmentally friendly, but health experts continue to raise concerns about those new fluorescent light bulbs. In part 2 of an exclusive Global News investigation, Alison Vuchnik explores whether there's a link between these bulbs and the triggering of migraine headaches in some people.
For Larry Newman, the pain came out of nowhere.
I was just blindsided by it.
But here's the thing you need to know about Larry Newman. He's Dr. Newman, a neurologist, and something gave him a terrible migraine.
I can tell you from my experience, there's something about those bulbs that triggered my headache.
At his New York headache clinic, they see 5,000 patients a year.
2 lights that had the green energy bulb.
And some patients tell him when the compact fluorescent light bulbs go on, the headaches start.
Oh my gosh,
These new light bulbs, Doc, I swear they're giving me headaches.
I know it's the bulbs.
Amanda does everything she can to stay away from CFLs.
Right here, it's like just my forehead feels very warm, and I feel the dull pain behind my eyes, a little bit of dizziness, and a little bit of fatigue.
There are no scientific studies to support the headache claims, but there have been studies about other impacts on health. The manufacturers who were unavailable for interviews say the bulbs are safe.
He's been sending us referrals.
Dr. Christine Lay, who just opened a headache clinic at Women's College Hospital, says she's also seen more patients complaining about the bulbs.
I think a lot of times things are introduced and then it's the people that will begin to say, no, wait a minute, something's going on here, something's not right. So what we hope is that as more people speak up, more scientists will begin to become involved.
And researcher Magda Havis says the problem is about more than just headaches.
This isn't just talking about, the occasional headache or, the slight skin irritation. We're really talking about something quite serious.
She tests the bulbs in the Canadian market, measuring the amount of radio frequencies that different bulbs emit, dirty electricity. On her meter, she says the bulb should be at less than 50.
This is reading 580 roughly. So once again, we have a really bad bulb.
There are bulbs in the market that she considers clean, but you can't tell by just looking at one.
One of the ways that you can determine whether or not you're sensitive to the light bulbs is if you have them in your home, simply turn them off for a few days and find out if any of your symptoms disappear.
In 2012, energy-inefficient bulbs like incandescents will be banned and consumers need options. Companies are developing new products.
First symptom I felt
And for those who think there's nothing there,
the pain is in their head. The idea is real.
The manufacturers say they stand by the safety and performance of their products, but lighting researchers say there may be something about the technology and how CFLs work that are causing the headaches. So the debate continues.
And while this debate continues, and of course people went out and bought those bulbs to hopefully save energy and bottom line save the planet, but now with that debate they may be saying, is there an alternative to CFLs?
Yes, is the short answer, but compact fluorescent light bulbs save a lot of energy, but they're not the only ones. So tomorrow we'll take a look at what the future will hold for energy efficient lighting.
Looking forward to it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Our series on compact fluorescent light bulbs and the effects on your health has some consumers wondering if there's another option, one that is equally as friendly to the environment without the health debate. Alison Vucinic investigates in this Global News special report.
Yep, it'll fit. I tried it myself.
Any day of the week, you'll find Nigel DeRouche talking lighting.
It has to give me the light, but then look good. It's like shoes, You have a great outfit, need some shoes.
Surrounded by thousands of lights, we asked Nigel what the next generation of energy-efficient lighting will be.
I think LED is the way because of the consumption.
LED, light-emitting diodes, more efficient than compact fluorescent light bulbs, and there's no mercury.
So you're thinking of 3 watts. That's the consumption of that whole fixture right there.
Yes, he said 3 watts. This incandescent, 1 bulb, 60 watts. This CFL, 12 watts. Get the idea?
Hip-hop icon Kanye West is looking.
This is ET Canada's studio. All these lights are LED.
This here we have LEDs all throughout, and this is essentially what the LEDs are that's inside of these strips.
LEDs are able to convert electricity directly into light and produce little or no heat, and that is revolutionary.
So you can mix and match up to about 16.7 million colors, and they have a lifespan of 50,000 hours.
Only problem right now, they are expensive to use at home. Take this bulb, it's $59, but the prices will come down. New lighting is high-tech. This Philips lab in Singapore is creating solid-state lighting, or SSL. It also uses LEDs and semiconductors. Magda Havis does research on compact fluorescents. She says she worries about mercury, radio frequencies, and UV radiation that some CFLs emit.
Improve the technology so that they're not emitting the radio frequency, the dirty power, the ultraviolet. We know how to do that.
Unfortunately, no representatives from any of the lighting manufacturers could make someone available for an on-camera interview about why they believe CFLs are safe and present no health risks.
If we're really concerned about conserving greenhouse gases and saving the planet, then the ideal way to go is not compact fluorescent, but certainly the light-emitting diodes.
And Nigel says the future is bright.
They're coming. I mean, they're getting more advanced, I think. That's my hope.
In Canada, we all have to have energy-efficient lighting in our homes in 2012. So manufacturers are busy developing new lighting possibilities, and efficient incandescent, new high-tech halogens, and of course, things that we've never even heard of yet.
And it's nice, although it is expensive, to know for people that there is an option out there if they are concerned.
Absolutely, and LED really the wave of the future. Even the CN Tower lit up by LEDs.
All right, thanks, Alison.
You're welcome.